So I'm going to explain you how to prepare for the data engineering interviews. Okay. So guys, this video is going to help you a lot. And by using this video, you can understand how to prepare for the data engineering interview and how to crack it also. And I have discussed in this video, I'm discussing people like, it is related to the data engineering skills, which is going to be useful for the who has trying for the job, okay, and as well as, and there are major key skills I have mentioned here. Those concepts are very important. Okay, so by guys, whenever you are going to attend the interview, basically you should go ahead with help of scenario based interview questions. Okay, so it means, for example, if you are start practicing, the practice is going to help to you, it will help you certain level. Okay, but you have to think like out of box, how to make the scenario which will be utilized in the real time one. So whenever you done the practice on the parts, so it is going to, you have to write it down where the topics I am strong in and what scenarios. So you have to write it down, and that will help to deeply study also, and as well as it will help you to answer in the interviews also. Now, here the major thing is in this video is we are going to see about the problem solving and data engineering skills. For example, basically you should aware of strong basement of ETL process design. So you should know how to design ETL pipeline via using Azure Data Engineering, like Data Factory and data flows, right? We have pipelines, so we can explain how to design that ETL pipeline. Whether you are loading data from CSV file or table, and you are going to apply some transformation right on top of that once you load it. So you have to give some certain level of scenarios that will help you the business to understand handling missing data, data type conversion, load into relational database like your target. So those scenarios you have to focus a lot. Okay, once you extract the data, what will you do? We are going to apply some transformation in the sense like changing, conversing the data type, joins applying, handling missing values, right? Those key points you have to focus here. And this is one small scenario which I mentioned in the easy way and bolded, which will help you to understand more. After this one, so you have to, scalability, error handling, data quality checks also via using some data flow transformation. How do you achieve the error handling and data quality checks? So you need to you need to explain the importance of data source format, whether you are using CSV file, Parquet file, okay, JSON file, .xml file, and target database schema as per the documentation, the logic which is mentioned in the right. So you have to mention to them this is the logic I have done and I have implemented. These are the source files I have, and as well as table format. What is the schema you have mostly utilizing? So apart from this, you have to explaining them while we writing a programming language via using Databricks or Python. So you have to explain more important libraries which you used to work with. And that libraries will help you to write ETL logics via with help of Python or Databricks to handle such scenarios like missing values. So these are the key things. First part we have to focus on and outline the ETL steps like reading the CSV files using panda.read CSV method, handling potential errors using try exception block. Whenever you want to read the file is not available. At that time, you have to tell them like the file is not available. You have to handle system defined exception. So those kind of you have to go ahead with extraction. You need to explain with help of some Python programming. Okay, that will, they will understand, already aware of the Python programming also. Now coming up a transformation part, clean and prepare data using Panda methods. Okay, handling missing value data type conversions, implementations, right? Implementing data quality checks, value ranges. So all these key concepts you have to focus here. Now loading part, when it comes to loading, so you need to set up the connection target system via which database you are using. Example, PostgreSQL. So you have to utilize the library called PySQL, PSY SQL G2. Okay. So you need to create that if it does not exist. So apart the script, you need to explaining them. How do you handle the chunk of large data set? So these are the main ETL concepts you should aware of. How you are going to utilize the libraries via with help of Python or any other Azure Data Factory. You need to explain detailed explanation of ETL process, guys. After doing this one, you have to mention the techniques which are using for the batch processing data, parallel processing, streaming framework. For example, Apache Spark on large data set. If you are handling guys big data sets, okay, for example, the data is available in data Gen 2, blob storage Gen 2, you are going to utilize Synapse Analytics to handle big data, a large set of data. You are going to utilize Apache Spark, Databricks, right? So those scenarios, how you handle the batch processing technique. So you need to important highlight the error handling, logical potential issues during the steps of ETL's process. You have to explain detailedly. So this is one part, guys, where ETL processes must involve. Now coming second part is data warehouse. So you have to mention like designing of data warehouse efficient for data analysis. How do you handle dimension model like star schema? So guys, it is very important before attending any interview, you should aware of the basics concepts of ETL as well as data warehouse. In data warehouse, you should aware of what is dimension data, what is factable data, and as well as like what are the schemas you should aware of and how do you use the schema in your real-time world. So you need to explain the detailed step if they are asking the question. Without going the data warehouse concept, directly going the concept is not going to help you guys. Okay. And real-time world, you are going to create the dimension table fact tables data, which is helps to you to make some aggregated data for the reporting purpose. So analytic team mostly utilizing with help of data warehouse concept. So you should aware of strong on this one. So apart from this, you have to aware of mating, like example, date, string manipulation methods are regular expressions. You have to handle detect and handling using technique IQR, interquartile range, and you need to reason behind what is dimension models you have utilized a fact table. Dimension data would contain which is not measurable like name, color, the fact table which is going to calculate those kind of data you should have enough. And you should, if they're asking any question like star schema, central fact table surrounded by dimension table, foreign schema relation for those tables. So you should explain the detailed analysis and how do you utilize in the real-time world also you should mention. And apart from this, you should inform the data manipulation and analysis questions, accessing Python skill for data engineering and data cleaning with Panda libraries. You should explain them very well. Guys, this is like, this interview question, interview preparation for data, it's like generic way. Mostly I'm focusing about Python and PySpark, Databricks related as well as Azure kind of things. But if you're going these concepts, so it is like generic. So it will help to you to prepare for AWS and GCPs also, guys. Okay. So provide answer with using Panda methods. So you need to, for example, you are going to utilize Panda library. You have to explain the how to handle null values, how to handle your duplicate data, right? How to apply the techniques of filling mean, median, mode, dropping those if appropriate, right? So you have to explain very well with code sample also. Now cleaning inconsistent versus to potential trade-off, imputation and delicious impacts. Okay. Now data, this is very important, guys. In data warehouse, mostly we used to generate the aggregation data as well as with help of SQL queries. Now, for example, in Azure Synapse, we used to write with help of dedicated and serverless queries, right? We used to write and create some dimensional fact. On top of that, we are creating some aggregation data. That aggregated data going to utilize for the reporting scenarios Power BI. But here also, with help of Python code, we used to do some data analysis, okay, mostly for the with help of data aggregation function. And we have to calculate summary statistic mean, median, standard deviation for different group categories in dataset. So you should explore all this group by function using libraries or in Azure related, apply aggregation function like mean, median, mode, STD. So all these functions you should be strong, okay, while you are preparing. When it comes to big data, guys, okay, this is the last part, big data. So you have to test knowledge for scalable solutions. It means like whatever framework you are using for data processing for the big framework, make sure you should have a basic of Apache Spark, why you are using, and explain the process behind with help of plain Python. So guys, actually I have covered the with help some Python ETL, Python with ETL data engineering series. You should go and explore it. I will give the in the description also. That will help you understand more. So you have to explain the limitations using plain Python for large data set, memory constant and processing speed while utilizing in the Apache Spark. Explain how distributions processing framework like overcome their limitation by partition across multiple nodes, right? So allow parallel process efficient resource utility. You have to explain the detail where what are the limitations if you are using a plain Python. Okay, scalability, performance improvement. These are all the key things you should focus on. Now, data engineering project experience. So guys, these are the, whenever you practicing, you should remember all the points, whatever I discussed, that will help to you to understand the project in the real time and as well to crack the interviews also. So describe how data engineering project you worked on, describe challenges you faced, you are addressing them. Focus on project that showcase the skills of problem solving ability, explain the project objectives like library framework, and technical challenges what you have faced during the data quality checks, and example like scalability concern, handling missing value, duplicate handling, right? Demonstrate how you proper process, how you tackle those challenges, research, collaboration with team members. So whenever you're working with a data engineering process, you should involve with multiple team members, whether it AI, machine learning, analytic team. So you should explain the how their logics are provided, what are the challenges you have faced, and how do you fix those issues. So these are all the key things, parameters, the focus of the 3 points. Okay, these are very, very important, guys. Okay, whenever you are going to prepare data engineering key things. Okay. And by providing well-explained response, the combined data demonstration with the discussion of through process and trade-off, you can make strong impression during data engineering interviews. So that this is the best way to practice for the interviews. Okay. I hope this video will help you a lot. Okay. Soon I will upload more videos, guys. Thank you for your time. Bye.